Blessed Sunday, friends. On this Sunday, we are invited to reflect on the attitude of Jesus towards people who were considered outcast in the community. In the book of Leviticus, in the first reading, we hear about the attitude of people in the Old Testament when it comes to people who were affected by leprosy. In fact, they were considered unclean and they were driven out of the community. They had to live outside the camp, meaning outside the people who live within a certain community. Now, Jesus, in the Gospel of Mark today, shows another attitude towards this way of looking at people with leprosy. Basically, he was not afraid of any people, of anybody who was afflicted with leprosy. In fact, Jesus touched the person with leprosy, meaning he wanted to welcome that community back into life. So what are the lessons we get from the readings for today? First, that in the eyes of Jesus, every person is important. No one is considered less. Now, the second lesson is equally important. And what is it? That what makes us unclean actually is not what we see from another person, but it is how we welcome the other person. So if we reject a person in a way, we become unclean. If we exclude somebody from our life, we become unclean in the sense that we do not become like Jesus in the way he deals with people who are considered outcast. And for all of us, this perspective invites us that no matter what the situation of the person is, there's always for us the opportunity to reach out to that person, to welcome that person into our life, and to make that person really feel the presence of God. So it's very interesting to note that when Jesus touched the person who had leprosy, Jesus was actually telling us, I am the center. If you come to me, you will find healing. You will find the fullness of life. You will find welcome. So I hope all of us will be like Jesus, who welcomes everyone without preference, without distinction, no matter what that person is going through or who that person is. And I conclude by going back to the second reading for today from the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians. Towards the last part of the letter, Paul says, "Be imitators of me as I am of Christ." In other words, like Jesus, we can share welcome, inclusiveness, friendship, and healing to the people around us. God bless you.